All right. Hey, everybody. I'm sorry I'm a little confused here. We're still getting used to this equipment. But thank you for tuning in if you're tuning in right now. This is my second episode of Jan Live. And so far it hasn't failed that up until the very last second, we are like scrambling here. Today we wanted to try to get another camera up and do different angles, but we're gonna have to work some little magic there and work a little more and practice that. But I'm here, and I'm here with Danny Mac, my trusted head engineer, who's gonna do his ritual. That was even better than last time. Thanks, Danny Mac. We are broadcasting out of New York City. For those of you guys who haven't seen Jan Live before, I do this every Tuesday except next week, but I'll get back to that, okay? So next week we're going to do it a little differently. But we are broadcasting out of New York all the way up at the north tip of Manhattan at a little studio called Lismore Studio. And what we're going to do is I'm going to play a couple of songs today, and we'll take some comments from you guys and say hello to everybody. And if you have any comments, please don't be shy. And also let me know where you are watching from. It's always fun to know where in the world you are. Today, first things first. So I decided, since we did our last episode, that I wanted to establish a little fun thing, and I'm gonna call it the MVP Viewer of the Week. All right, so let me do that first. Last week we had a very obvious candidate, and he wins it. His name is John Montoya, and I think the criteria is gonna be whoever is really engaged in the podcast and comments and add some fun things to the show. And John actually offered to send a little acceptance speech. So let's just check that out. And again, this week's MVP viewer is John Montoya, and here he is.
Hi everyone, I'm John Montoya. I'm really proud to be the MVP viewer of last week's premiere episode of Jørgen. I would like to hear my favorite song, Feel You Still. See you soon. I know you're going to play it for me, Montoya.
All right. Thank you so much, John. And of course, we'll play, I'll play Feel You Still. So that's going to be one of the songs today. So next week, if you tune in early, you'll find out who's going to be the MVP of this week, the MVP viewer of this episode. And I'll find out later on this week who's that's going to be. But anyway, so I'll play Feel You Still. It's a song that means a lot to me. Some songs come out almost complete as a whole because they've just been waiting for a while to get out. And some songs you have to work at, or I feel I have to work at. And but again, some of them come out real quick and real easy. And this is a song about a love in your past that you are stuck in. And I certainly was that person for many years. And though there's a beauty of looking back at your past, there's a time where it becomes almost not healthy anymore. And I sort of like was a person that would cling to the past and come up with excuses from the past as to not moving on in life. And also my project here about writing my own music was definitely because oh, we got a little bit of an echo here. I'm a little confused, but anyway, I think we got it then. So where was I? I found out that I had to let go of certain things and certain excuses in order to move forward and become a new person, and you change inside and you move forward. But I still think a song can deal with the moment of pain. And it took me a while to realize that when you write songs, you don't always have to have a song answer the question. The song doesn't always have to solve the issue, but it certainly helps to express it. So this song is definitely an expression of being in that longing of a past love that you haven't gotten over. And again, this one came out pretty quick. I have another song next week of a completely different nature, but it also is one of my favorite songs. It came out just almost ready to unwrap. So this is called Feel You Still, and I hope you enjoy it.
Back on the street where your parents used to live, I stand in the spot where you gave me my first kiss. So many years ago, it's crazy I know, but I can't let it go, 'cause I feel yes, I feel you still. Every road away from here leads me somewhere stranded, and every goal I reach leaves me empty-handed. And when I hold someone and it feels like love, it's you I'm thinking. It's you I'm thinking of, 'cause I feel you. Yes, I feel you. Oh, I feel you. You're the only pain I ever wanted to feel. You're the only wound I ever wanted to heal. Yeah, and I feel you. Oh. Have you found happiness? And have you found love? Is your life the story that you were dreaming of? Or do you close your eyes in a quiet place and try to see my face? Try to see my face, 'cause I feel you. Yes, I feel you. Oh, I feel you. Stay, stay, and I feel you, stay.
Feel You Still. I hope you liked it. If you just tuned in today, my name is Jan. This is Jan Live. We're broadcasting out of New York City, and this is a weekly broadcast. I'll be doing it every Tuesday at 7. Next week it's going to be Wednesday. I'll get back to that. But other than that, we're going to be doing it every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that was Feel You Still. We got another song to get to. I usually do 2 songs through the episode. And this one is a brand new song. And I was practicing like crazy this week to get it ready. And I probably shouldn't play it yet. But heck, you know, I'm so excited to start this live broadcast. And I want some new songs in there. So I'm going to give it a go. It's a song called I'll Ask You Out. and it's another song that was sort of like born in a moment. I find that a lot. It's like you kind of get mystified by one little moment, and it turns in to a song. Let me just see who's here. Leo is here. John, Andrea, Lauren, De Blasi. Oh yeah, Lauren, what's up? Anyway, let me get back to the song. It's called "I'll Ask You Out," and it was born in. It was actually I was sitting at home one day, and I was watching my wife, and she didn't know I was watching her, and she sort of had this look in her face of just being herself, and I just find it like really interesting that we are all trying to be different people at different times in life, right? So we have all these alter egos. It's actually a great book. I want to promote this book by a guy called, what's his name? Todd Herman. It's called The Alter Ego Effect, and it's a pretty amazing book. I'm reading it right now, and it's about like how to bring forth different versions of you that might be better for certain situations. So, for instance, like when I talk to my cat, hey, Sam, what's up, little Sam? That's not the person I am when I'm going to go ask for a raise at the booking office I work for, right? So I'm not, I'm going to try to be The Rock or something. Hey, you know, it's time for me. So we have all these versions of ourselves in every moment of the day. When we get aware of that, we can start maybe calling forth some of those that might work better for us in certain situations where we have maybe been lacking. So, but at some point in our day, we might kind of is it called unwittingly, Dan? Like when you do it and it's not on purpose. Yeah. So like you kind of fall into this stare, into this trance, and all of a sudden, that's not me, that's the bench. You fall into this trance, and you kind of lose who you're supposed to be. And I love seeing that in people, because you kind of can get a glimpse of who they really are. And this song is really about that, where the singer in the song loves to watch this person, this girl in the song, when she's not being who she is supposed to be. She's just kind of being herself. And so I hope you like it. It's called "I'll Ask You Out."
Well, I'm sorry if I stare too much. My fascination with you simply won't let up. And I just love the little things you do when you think no one else is watching you. When you focus, you talk to yourself. If you get nervous, you reach your desk. Your eyes start drifting in the afternoon. When you say goodbye, you look down at your shoes. When you say goodbye, you look down at your shoes. I just love to catch you off guard and get another glimpse of who you really are. And I would die to know the world you never shared, 'cause you think no one else around you even cares. Are you living out your perfect plan, or are you hanging on the best that you can? Are you happy being on your own, or is there someone special in your dreams and hopes? There's so much about you I want to know. I'm looking for ways to calm my mind, not to nourish my fear and doubt. So one of these days the stars will align. I'll find the courage to ask you out. Are you living out your perfect plan? Or are you hanging on the best that you can? Are you happy being on your own? Or is there someone special in your dreams and hopes? Could I fit into your dreams and hopes? I'm looking for ways to conquer my mind, not to nourish my fear and doubt. And one of these days, the stars will align. I'll find the courage to ask you out. I'm looking for ways to conquer my mind, not to nourish my fear and doubt. So one of these days, the stars will align. I'll find the courage to ask you out. And I'll ask you out.
Yeah, man. I'm glad I did that one. I was a little nervous about I tend to overcomplicate my piano arrangements. So when it comes time to sing the song, I'm like, oops. Now I got to learn how to do everything. But I just want to thank you all. I think that'll be it for today. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Next week, it's going to be Wednesday because I'm doing a video shoot with one of the bands I work with here in the city. So we can't move that one. But I'll move this one till Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I sure hope you'll tune in. And I promise I'll just get better at this as we go along. And we will eventually get another camera up so we can do a little fun stuff back and forth. And don't forget, we got the MVP of this week's episode. I'm going to announce that MVP early on in the show next week. So make sure you tune in. Tune in, I think it's called. My Danish is messing up with me. And if you just tuned in, my name is Jan. This is Jan Live. I'm a Dane in New York City. I've been here for a while. And please, like and share this. My producer had to remind me. Like and share this if you liked it. And we'll try to create some more flow back and forth to this broadcast. And we'll keep it going and hopefully get it growing. So, all right, everybody. Go out in the world and be your best self. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.